In this section, we will learn about tenses. Tenses define the concept of time, present, past, and future. The IBPS exam will test you on correct usage of tenses in sentences in either sentence correction, spot the error, or fill in the blanks question. There are three tenses: past, present, and future. And there are four cases of usage of each of these tenses: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. We will now have a detailed look at each case of usage for each tense. The present tense, simple present. It is used to state general facts. For example, India is a country. Maharashtra lies to the north of Kerala. Rahul drinks tea. Is, lies, drinks are all simple present form of the verb. Present continuous. It is used to describe events that are currently going on. It uses the ing form of the verb. For example, Sheila is preparing for the IBPS exam. He is eating a gulab jamun. It is raining. Sheila is currently preparing and therefore the verb uses the present continuous form. Similarly, eating and raining are also present continuous form of the verb. Present perfect. It is used to describe past actions as a situation in the present. The action may have happened at an unspecified time before now. The exact time is not important. It uses the has and the simple past form of the verb. For example, Sheila has appeared for the IBPS exam. He has written an essay. Has appeared and has written are present perfect form of the verb. Do remember that present perfect form of the verb cannot be used with specific time expressions like yesterday, 1 year ago, etc. It is therefore incorrect to say he has written an essay yesterday. Present perfect continuous. This form of the verb links past actions with the present. It represents a task that has begun in the past but is continuing until now. It uses the has or have along with been along with present continuous form of the verb. For example, Sheila has been preparing for the IBPS exam. Varsha has been exercising every morning. Has been preparing and has been exercising are the present perfect continuous form of the verb. The past tense, simple past. It indicates an action completed in the past. For example, Sheila ate the apple. Varsha voted for the XYZ party. Here, ate and voted are simple past tense of the verb. Past continuous. It indicates an action that was in the process of occurring in the past. It takes the form of was or were along with the present continuous form. For example, Sheila was eating an apple. Andrew and Varsha were playing chess. Sumit was singing a song. Was eating, were playing, was singing are all past continuous form of the verb. Past perfect. It is used to clarify that one event happened before another in the past. It uses the form had along with the simple past. For example, I had planted these crops before the rains. Here, the sentence says that I planted the crops before an event of the rain. Therefore, had planted is past perfect. Sam fainted because he hadn't eaten breakfast. Haven't you arrived? Hadn't eaten and haven't arrived are past perfect tense of verbs. Past perfect continuous. It is used to indicate that one event was still going on in the past while another event occurred. The form it takes is had been along with the present continuous form of the verb. For example, I had been planting these crops before the rain came. Sam had been eating lunch when his phone rang. Sheila had been preparing for the IAS when she got a private job. Here, had been planting, had been eating, and had been preparing are all past perfect continuous form of the verbs. The future tense, simple future. It is used to indicate actions that will take place in the future with certainty. For example, I will plant these crops before the rains come. I am sure that I will plant these crops before the next rains. Therefore, will plant is a simple future form of the verb. Sam will eat lunch. Sheila will prepare for the IBPS exam. Please note that it usually takes the form will along with the simple present tense of the verb. Future continuous. It is used to indicate actions that will be going on at a point in the future. It takes the form will be along with the present continuous form of the verb. For example, I will be planting these crops in October. Sam will be eating his lunch at 2 pm. Sheila will be preparing for the IBPS exams next month. Future perfect. It is used to indicate actions that will happen before a specific time in the future. The form it takes is will have along with the simple past form of the verb. For example, I will have transferred the money to your account tomorrow. She will have finished preparing for the IBPS exam by October. Here, will have transferred and will have finished are future perfect tense of the verb. Future perfect continuous. It is used to indicate actions that will continue up until a particular event or time in the future. It takes the form will have been along with the present continuous form of the verb. For example, they will have been talking for over an hour by the time Thomas arrives. Here, it indicates that the talking will continue till the specific event of Thomas's arrival. How long will you have been studying when you graduate? Here, the question is, how long will you be studying before the specific event of you graduating? Let us now look at some common errors. The customer is waiting here for the last 2 hours. The customer has been waiting in the past and is continuing to wait. So we have to use the present perfect continuous tense and not the present continuous tense here. The corrected sentence is the customer has been waiting here for the last 2 hours. Sheila is going to college by train every day. Routine events are facts, so we have to use the simple present tense here. Hence, the corrected usage is Sheila goes to college by train every day. He had written the article yesterday. To denote events of the past that have already occurred, we use the simple past tense. Therefore, the correct usage is he wrote the article yesterday. In the next section on Course Mantra, we will discuss sentence reordering.